Hi guys, this is me Sharon, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this fluffy coin purse, or you can turn this one into a pencil case if you make it longer, and it has a zipper. I hope you enjoy watching until the end of this video. By the way, if you're new to my channel, you can check back on my previous projects because I've made a lot of bags and purses, and you can check the social medias. In this project, I'll be using a Love Knots. It's high bulk acrylic, and it's only 50 grams. I've showed in my previous video of how I have bought it online, and you can check the other video for that. And this is a multicolored yarn that has at least 4 kinds of colors. And then I'm gonna need a hook, which is my favorite 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. Alright, now I'm going to pull the yarn in the center so that it will be easier to crochet, and then I'm going to wrap around the yarn end of the other so that it won't get in the way while I'm crocheting. So that's what I usually do because it's easier to pull the yarn when you're getting the center of it. So now to start, you're gonna make a slip knot, and then you're gonna chain up until you get the length that you want. If you want a pencil case, then you chain up until you get the length for the pencil case, and then you're going to double the size of the pencil case. Say if you chain 25 and that's the length, and then you're going to chain 25 more. All right, now I chained 50, and if you want your pouch to be a bit longer, if you're going to turn this into a pencil case, I would suggest that you try to chain up until you get the length that you want. Like if you like this length for the pencil case, then you're going to multiply the number of chains by 2 so that you'll get the length that you want. So in my case, the length I want is about 25 chains, and then I'm going to add more 25 so that I will have 50 in total. And then I'm going to slip stitch into the first chain made so that we are forming a ring. So we're going to work loop stitches in rounds because later on that's going to be the foundation chain for the loop stitch. And round 2 is we're going to chain 1, and we're basically going to just work 1 single crochet into each stitch around. So we already have 1. We made 1 single crochet into the same stitch as the chain 1, and then 1 single crochet into each stitch until you get to the last stitch of this round. To end the round, you're going to work a slip stitch on top of the first single crochet made, and round 2 is done. Now for round 3 and up, we're going to be doing the same stitch. And if you have watched my previous video about using the loop stitch, that is exactly what we're going to do with this project. So to start round 3, so first we're going to chain 1, insert the hook into the same stitch as the chain 1, and then on your left index finger, wrap the yarn around this way. We're going to go around these 2 strands, pulling up a loop, and go through the same stitches first you went through, and then make sure that the loop stays over the working yarn. Make sure that you gently pull the working yarn and then pull through 2 loops. So we made 1 loop. Now we're going to insert the hook into the next stitch, wrap the yarn around this way using your left index finger, and then go around those 2 strands, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. By the way, I am going to only make 25 loop stitches, and then half of it is I'm going to just work 1 single crochet into each of the next 25 stitches, because I will only do one side fluffy and the other side just flat. So it's your decision and it's your choice. If you want to make them fluffy all around, you just need to work loop stitches until you get to the end of the round. So I'm going to be repeating this round until I get the height I want. Now I only have a few stitches left, and to end round 3, I'm just going to work a slip stitch on top of the first single crochet made. So remember, we're working on the right side of this project, and the front side is actually where we will see the loop stitches forming. So using the same pattern as round 3, I will work 25 loop stitches, and then after that I'll be working 25 single crochets so that one side only has loop stitches. And you can make loop stitches until the end of every round if you want them really fluffy. After you get the height that you want for the purse or pencil case, you're going to flip it, because we're going to work 1 more round of single crochets on the right side. So this is the wrong side. Once you flip it, this will be the right side. So chain 1 first, and then we're going to work a single crochet into the same stitch as the chain 1, and then work 1 single crochet into every stitch around. So we do this for the zipper part, so it will be easier to sew the zipper around later. Once you get back around, working your last single crochet, cut off the yarn. And what I usually do after ending my last round, I do this technique so that the join will be invisible. Alright, so after that, this is going to be the right side of the purse, and only one side has loop stitches. And then the next step is we're going to close off the bottom. But make sure that this side is the zipper area, because this is where we added one single crochet into every stitch for one last round. So you need to flip it to the wrong side and make sure that the loop stitches are out of the way when you're closing off the bottom. So this will be the top part of the purse. This is where we're going to add the zipper, and this is the bottom part where we're going to start closing off, working with one single crochet on both sides. So we're gonna catch 2 stitches at one time, and then we're doing single crochets. So you can do whip stitch if you want, you can also work a slip stitch if you want, but it makes it spacier if you're gonna use a single crochet. So believe me, I have done this before. I have made a lot of purses in which I close off the bottom with single crochets, and you can check the playlist for that if you want. I will not go into details about how to attach the zipper, but you can check my previous projects where I showed you step by step on how to attach it. I'm going to show you just a peek of what I did step by step when adding the zipper. So once you get to the end of this row, what I normally do is, after working my last single crochet, I flip it and then check if the loop stitches are on its proper place and it's only on one side. But unfortunately, we cannot make it only on one side, because as we work through the stitches, the join becomes a bit in diagonal position, and we cannot do something about it unless if you're going to work loop stitches in rounds, then it will not be noticeable. But because I just want one side to be fluffy, then this is how it turned out. So the next step is, if it looks okay now, we can chain one and fasten off and weave in the ends. So this is what it looks like after weaving in the ends, and then once you flip it to the right side, you will see that somehow there's a little bit excess on the other side, which we cannot avoid. But anyway, it's turning out fine. And then we're flipping it to the wrong side again, because we're putting the zipper like this. It should be upside down, so I'm using a continuous zipper. I forgot the size of this one. It's a continuous zipper, and I only left like an inch allowance on both ends, and then I added pins to secure, and this is actually where I will sew the zipper. Make sure it's not seen on the right side. So after sewing it, You can now flip it to the right side, and this is what it looks like now. So you have a lip stitch purse that has a zipper. It's looking beautiful, right? But some of you might not like it because you might want the side to be fluffy. So in order to do that, you will need to cut off the loops, and also you will need a pet brush if you have one, because after cutting all the loops, we're going to brush them. I will be using a Velcro, and if you have the Velcro, the rough part there, that's what we're gonna use to brush this loops. And it's not gonna be that easy because it's going to take a while before you will see the results. So this is what it looks like after cutting all the loops. So the next thing is we're going to brush them. So after a few minutes, this is what it's gonna look like after brushing using the Velcro if you don't have the pet brush. And it's, believe me, it's gonna take a while. So you need to have a lot of patience so that it will come out this way. So imagine if you're going to work loop stitches on both sides, then it's going to take a lot of time before you achieve this kind of look. So this is really great if you intend to make a pencil case, and you just need to be patient when it comes to brushing them because it will take lots and lots of time, but it will turn out so beautiful. So imagine if you're going to use a gradient yarn on this, it's going to really come out great. And it's really cute, great for girls who like fluffy things. I really enjoyed making this one because at first I thought I wouldn't make it real fluffy, but I was wrong. So hope you make one too, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy working with different colors of yarns. And if you like this video, do not forget to hit like, and do not forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. You can check back on my previous videos where I showed you how to make different kinds of purses with zipper. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Have a good day.